She sold her soul. She signed the contract and gave her rights. She also stated she rejects religion, and so that means she was not tapped into God, who is your protection. When she sold out to them, they owned her, and she lost her connection to the only one who could free her.
The whole video is black and white. I love black and white videos.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about whether or not Aaliyah sold her soul. Now, I've been seeing a lot of comments about this topic, and I personally don't think Aaliyah sold her soul. I do think that she was coming close to that, but when she realized what they were really about, she backed down, and that's just what I personally feel. But without further more to say, let's get right into this. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your bell post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Let's get right into this. Now, for this video, I was going to include pictures of Aaliyah throwing up Illuminati symbols, but she rarely has any. And I don't think she wore her hair over her eye because that was part of her being in the Illuminati. I just don't think so. I think it was a hairstyle. But anyways, let's get into some of the pictures that I found that could possibly be of her throwing up subliminal signs, but I honestly don't think that she was. She often moved her hands like that. It was a natural thing for her. She said what it was called on her Tommy Hilfiger commercial, but I couldn't understand what she called it. But anyways, here's the first picture. Now this picture is from 2000, and as you can see, it looks like she's throwing up the 666 sign, but then again, she could just be positioning her hands like that because of her glasses, and she does this kind of a lot. I mean, there's different hand gestures that she does when she's messing with her glasses, but let's take a look at all of the Illuminati symbols. Now, I believe this is just some of them, but as you can see, you have the live long and prosper symbol, the horn symbol, 666 symbol, I love you symbol, peace symbol, hang loose symbol, loser symbol, thumbs up symbol, fingers crossed symbol, and shame symbol. Now, in Aaliyah's case, in this photo shoot, she was throwing up what looks to be 666. But we'll get more into that later on in the video. Let's move on to the next picture. Now, in this picture, she has her eye covered by her hair, and a lot of people think that this one just tells it all, but this was just something I personally think that she did just for looks. And she was also copying off a lady from back in the day. I'm not sure of her name, but she was inspired by some actor back in the day who did the same thing. She would cover one of her eyes with her hair and always do a side part, basically. But I don't think that this symbolizes that she was in the Illuminati. It could be that she was calling out to them, but I don't think that this necessarily meant that. I also want to say that if she did sell her soul, she would have had to sell it when she was younger, because she also covered her eye when she was younger, around 17. So that would have had to been the time she allegedly sold her soul. Now, with this picture, my sister actually had me questioning it because, do you guys notice anything about this picture? Let me know down below before I say it if you notice anything off about this picture. But anyways, my sister pointed it out to me that she had on a leash. Now, animals usually have on leashes, and they also usually have owners. Now, I don't know whose idea it was to put her on a leash. It's kind of like she is an animal. She's in cheetah print, I believe, and she's out in the woods. And I know this is part of the photo shoot, but I thought that it was really odd when I heard that from my sister. It is weird how she has on a full-blown leash, and I know some people will consider it a choker, but it still looks like a leash. Next picture is this beautiful photo shoot. I absolutely love this photo shoot and everything about it. But anyways, in this photo, she has her eye covered once again. skin. And I think it's a saying that they usually cover their right eye. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but she also has her eye covered in this photo, which doesn't really say anything, but to me personally it just looks like a beautiful hairstyle that they decided to give her. Big luscious feathered curls and a beautiful bang full of body. Now in this next picture, it just looks like she's throwing up the devil sign, which is known as the horns symbol. And I don't know, it could just be the feminine in her. She always moved her hands so girly, if that makes sense. But I don't think that this is necessarily the horns symbol. I just think that she just did it by coincidence. Now, I picked this picture out of the bunch because it kind of stood out to me because of the way she's standing. Now, this picture does not have anything to do with the evil symbols, but it did remind me of a picture that Young Thug took. Let's take a look at it. Now, I don't know if it's just a coincidence, but they look eerily similar to me. Now, what I'm getting from this Young Thug picture is that they have him where they want him, and it appears that he is nude. This just looks like someone who is being controlled by someone, but in a sexual manner. Now, Aaliyah does have on clothes, but she also has on an American flag shirt, which, I mean, who is running everything today, just to say the least? They definitely look the same, and it's really funny, but it could just be a coincidence. Tupac also had a picture like this, but he was laying in a tub full of jewelry and he looked to be nude as well. And I just think that they do this when they are basically being held captive by the industry. And I also want to say that it also looked like Young Thug was in a interrogation type situation. But anyways, now with this picture, it just stood out to me with her hand gesture near her face, but I don't know if it's a symbol or just the way she was posing, which is probably just the way she was posing. Now, those were just some of the few pictures that I could find of her possibly throwing up the demonic symbols. But another thing that makes me think that she was not a part of the Illuminati or she did not sell her soul was her music. At the peak of her career, like her last album, her music had just started to get dark. And I think that they were calling upon her to actually sell her soul. I don't think she did it yet because she was still so soft and sweet. She was genuine to everyone, but her music began to get dark. Just watch her We Need a Resolution music video, and overall just listen to some of her lyrics in her last album. Anyways, I just want to compare some celebrities to Aaliyah because I don't think Aaliyah sold her soul, but you can definitely tell when a celebrity sells their soul. So let's get into that. Now this is what evil looks like. Now I know this is an edit, but whoever did this edit did a pretty good job because it is perfect for what I'm talking about. Now as you can see on her Beyonce album, she's innocent, you know, no dark features, no evil features. And then on her I Am Sasha Fierce photo, she has this evil and dark makeup on. And we should already know that Beyonce is one of the biggest devil worshippers in the industry. Now this is what I call covering your eye in an evil way. Just look at this picture, and they always do the winged eye, which makes it even more creepier. Aaliyah didn't start using dark makeup until she did her last album, but I still don't think that she sold her soul. I feel like if she sold her soul, they probably would have protected her more. I don't know, maybe not. Here's a few more pictures. This is a picture of Nicki Minaj. She looks evil in this outfit. Billie Eilish, she went from sweet to dark. And look at her hand. Now this could just stand for Rockefeller, I think it is, or it could be a satanic symbol. You never know with Jay-Z and Beyonce, but I'm pretty sure this is satanic. And last but not least, Thugga Thugga, baby. Anyways, his is a big dick giveaway. Looks like they took one of his eyes. He has on a little bandage and only one of his eyes seems to be messed up. How crazy. Now, if Aaliyah sold her soul, she would be just as demonic, but she wasn't. She was just beginning to poke into the dark side. She just started doing movies that were darker, music. I think that she was ready to signal them, but I don't think she sold her soul. I mean, Aaliyah, she was just humble. She was respectful to others. She was never putting herself before anyone. She had no competition. Usually, demonic people are always in competition with someone else in the industry. She had self-respect. She respected her image a lot. If she sold her soul, I'm pretty sure she would have been half naked on TV, on video all the time. But Aaliyah was just so respectful. She even stayed true to her natural self. She always wore cross necklaces, and she did say she had a interest towards dark things. In her home, she had Egyptian pieces, and the Egyptian religion believed in being present in and in control of the world. So I don't think that Egyptian means evil. All around, I think that Aaliyah had good intentions at what she was doing. Also, Aaliyah always wore white, which represents purity and innocence. And before I end this video out, I just want to say that 666 symbolizes the devil, and it is used to invoke Satan. 666 in spiritual meaning means encouragement to refocus. So if she was throwing up the devil sign, it goes neck and neck, because 666 is also an angel numbers. But I guess we'll never know. Do you guys think Aaliyah sold her soul, or was she just beginning to get to that point? Let me know down below. Turn on your bell post notifications also, so that you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Stay crazy.
Do you remember that one night when we fell in love? What we had felt so right, 'cause we had trust. Now it's drowning in our lives. I know we're broken up, you know the feelings deep inside. So what's you, what we've been through?